G'day guys, got a camera woman with me today.
Hello.
So I had to recruit the wife. You guys have been asking on a fair few of my videos about catch cans and I've probably had about maybe 10, just under 10 questions about it, so not too many people, but I'll explain it anyway. This is your crankcase vent separator, so if Kerry comes over here. So this guy here is essentially the genuine way of them trying to separate the oil from your crankcase pressure, or another name for it's engine blow-by. So in old engines, your blow-by or your crankcase vent pressure just used to vent to atmosphere, but nowadays with emissions control and all that crap, it has to be circulated back into your engine. So what happens is this, essentially, if Kerry brings the camera over the top of the engine, right over the top bulb, so those two holes there, that's from your crank, and that's basically getting all your pressure from your blow-by of your piston rings and stuff coming up through there, and then it goes into these two ports here. Ooh. So the front port, this little guy, is your return back to your sump, so that gathers as much oil as possible, takes it back to your sump, and this one here loops back into your intake circuit. So they have sort of done a semi catch can setup, but they don't have the filter in there. Inside this, there pretty much isn't anything. It's just a hollow scenario. So your crankcase pressure comes up through here, or your blow-by, whatever you want to call it, into this. And what you've got inside of here is two tubes. So the outer tube is what catches the majority of the oil, and that's what goes through this front pipe just here. So all the heavy oil hits the outer tube, or the inner tube inside of here, runs down and flows out the outer tube into your sump. Now the inner one, essentially whatever doesn't fall down gets carried through the inner one by getting carried upwards and then in through the top here. Now all you've got on top of this is a rubber donut and a spring. The spring is to hold the rubber donut up, and the rubber donut's just to stop oil from leaking outside of the canister, so it doesn't do anything. So all your light oil vapors will still get carried through this circuit by going over the top of this middle tube and then down the center of it. Now when it goes down through the center, as I was saying before, it follows this tube here, which then goes all the way around. Sorry.
Good.
So then goes all the way around into this tube. Now, if you have been around your turbo before, you'll know that that tube goes onto this big plastic pipe here, which is your main suction from your air filter. So this pipe comes down and it sits next to your radiator cowling, where your fan and all that is, and your air filter box is on obviously the opposite side of the engine, crosses over, joins on top of this for reference if any of you do your own work. Now if you go into the left hand side and lift the exhaust covers, you'll see these here. And this hose literally just clips on like that. So if you wanted to do a catch can, all you have to do is pop this hose off, run the hose up to the catch can, so have your catch can wherever you want to mount it, and then loop it back in onto this nipple here. So it's pretty simple. Obviously our engine bays are pretty tight, so you've got to find somewhere to mount it. But that's, if you do want to run a catch can, that's where you tee into. For those of you that don't really know what a catch can is, it basically is it's the same setup as this, but it has a filter in it. So all it does is take all the oil vapors and everything and catches it in the filter, and then you manually drain it out. Now, the benefits of that is basically you're taking an oil out of the intake circuit. If you're not too familiar with what oil does to an intake circuit, it acts as an insulator, so your intercooler is not as efficient because it doesn't cool as well, because the oil is actually insulating the temperature from varying from the air flowing in there. And if you've got your EGR connected up, the oil that does get through mixes with your EGR gases, and it creates that sooty black sludge. That sludge build-up that you see on intakes. I'm sure a lot of you have probably seen photos of like the 3-litre Hilux engine and the V8 Cruiser and all that on all Facebook pages and stuff. So by putting a catch can in, essentially it doesn't eliminate your carbon build-up and all that, because you're still putting exhaust gas back into the intake, but it does minimize how bad it gets. So instead of it being a sludge, it's more of a dry powdery, a dry sort of powdery build up, and it's easier to clean, and a lot of the time it doesn't stick as much. But the second you add oil to it, it just sticks to it like super glue. So I think personally a catch can is a big thing to put on any engine. I've just never invested the time on this one to figure out how to mount it and where it goes and all that. So stay tuned. Obviously probably a month or so away, but I will be putting a catch can on this. So if you do want to know how to do one, it's probably going to be probably 2 months time when I get all my parts and I fix the other engine and I turn a bit older and go grey. But yeah, hopefully that's helped you guys. Feel free to comment any questions below, and I'll try and answer them for you. Thank you.